The story of Warren Buffett, a journey to success. Warren Buffett's story is an inspiring one, full of lessons about patience, hard work, and making smart decisions. It's a story of a boy from Omaha, Nebraska, who became one of the richest and most respected men in the world. But Warren didn't start with wealth. He started with a love for numbers and a passion for business. This is his journey. Chapter 1. Warren's childhood in Omaha. Warren Buffett was born in 1930 in Omaha, a small city in the middle of America. Omaha wasn't always famous, but it became important because it was where Warren began his incredible journey. Even as a young boy, Warren loved numbers. He would sit with his friend Bob Russell, counting the numbers on passing cars or tracking how often certain letters appeared in the newspaper. He had an amazing memory for numbers, and he loved solving problems. But Warren wasn't just interested in numbers, he was fascinated by money. When he was only 5 years old, he started his first business by selling chewing gum to people walking past his house. Later, he sold lemonade and used his clever thinking to figure out where the busiest spots were. He didn't sell lemonade in front of his own house because it was too quiet. Instead, he went to Bob's house on a busier street. Warren didn't stop at lemonade stands. He was always looking for ways to make money. He collected used golf balls from the local golf course, cleaned them up, and sold them. He even worked at a racetrack, looking for discarded tickets, hoping to find a winning one. It was clear even then that Warren was determined to make money. His family wasn't rich, but they were smart with their finances. Warren's father, Howard, was a stockbroker who taught him about investing in stocks and bonds. Warren learned early that success came from understanding money, making smart decisions, and saving for the future. Chapter 2. A teenage entrepreneur. When Warren was 12, his family moved to Washington, D.C. He missed his old life in Omaha, but he didn't let it stop him. He got a job delivering newspapers for the Washington Post, waking up early every morning before school. Soon, he had more newspaper routes and was making about $175 a month. Warren saved almost all of this money, already thinking about investments. By the time Warren was 14, he used $1,200 of his savings to buy farmland in Nebraska. His passion for business and investing grew stronger every day. But Warren didn't just stop with newspapers. He started a small business with his friend, Don Danley. Together, they bought a used pinball machine, fixed it up, and placed it in a barber shop. They made money every week from people paying to play. Even in high school, Warren wasn't interested in typical school subjects. He preferred reading books about making money and dreaming about his future. One of his favorite books was 1,000 Ways to Make $1,000. Warren knew that he was destined to be rich. He even told his friends he would be a millionaire by the time he was 35. Chapter 3. Learning from the best. Warren's journey took another big step when he decided to go to college at the University of Pennsylvania. His father wanted him to attend the Wharton School of Finance, but Warren wasn't so sure. He thought he already knew everything about business, but his father insisted, so Warren went. At Wharton, Warren quickly realized the classes were too easy. He spent more time at a stock brokerage office than in class, but it was at Wharton that Warren discovered his true passion: value investing. He read a book by Benjamin Graham called The Intelligent Investor. It changed his life. Benjamin Graham was known as the father of value investing. He taught that successful investors look for companies that are undervalued in the stock market, companies that are worth more than their stock price. Warren applied to Columbia Business School, where Benjamin Graham taught. Warren learned everything he could from Graham, not just about picking stocks, but about how to think about business and money in a new way. Warren had finally found the right way to invest. Chapter 4. Starting Small, Thinking Big. In 1956, after graduating from Columbia, Warren decided to return to Omaha and start his own investment business. He didn't have a lot of money, but he had saved up $9,800. He convinced his family and friends to invest with him, and together they raised $15,000. Warren called his new company Buffett Associates. He worked from a room in his house, with no fancy office or staff, but he didn't need any of that. He was focused on the numbers, and that was enough. Warren used Benjamin Graham's ideas to find undervalued companies. One of his first successes was with a company called Sanborn Maps. This company made maps, but it wasn't very popular. Warren saw its stock was cheap, and it had more value than people realized. He bought the stock, and it paid off. The company grew, and so did Warren's reputation. More people started to trust him with their money. Every year, Warren would hold a meeting in Omaha. People traveled from all over to hear him speak about business and money. These meetings became famous, and people started calling Warren the Oracle of Omaha because of his wisdom. Chapter 5. Growing Bigger. Warren's business continued to grow. He bought more stocks and started buying whole companies. One of his big moves was when he bought Berkshire Hathaway, a struggling textile company. Most people didn't understand why he bought it, but Warren saw potential. He knew that sometimes it takes time for a company to turn around. As Warren's company grew, he continued to follow his principles of value investing. He didn't buy popular stocks just because they were trending. He bought businesses that he understood and believed in. One of his most successful investments was in Coca-Cola. He saw that Coca-Cola wasn't just a drink. It was a brand people loved. Warren believed it would continue to do well, and he was right. Over time, the value of Coca-Cola grew, and so did Warren's wealth. Chapter 6. Giving Back. Despite his incredible success, Warren never forgot his roots. He lived in the same modest house in Omaha, and he didn't waste his money on luxury. For Warren, the real value in life came from work and from making smart decisions. But Warren didn't just keep his money for himself. He believed that true wealth was about using your resources to make the world a better place. So, he decided to give away most of his fortune. He pledged billions of dollars to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, an organization that fights poverty and disease around the world. Warren believed that giving away his money would do more good than leaving it to his family. He wanted to make a positive impact on the world, and his generous act showed that he cared more about helping others than about accumulating wealth. Chapter 7. Warren's Simple Life. Warren Buffett is one of the richest men in the world, but his life is incredibly simple. He doesn't live in a mansion or drive fancy cars. He enjoys the little things in life, like eating hamburgers and drinking cherry Coke. He still works in a small office in Omaha, not in a tall glass building in New York. For Warren, it's not about the money. It's about doing work that he loves and making smart decisions that can help others. Conclusion. The key to Warren's success. Warren Buffett's success is built on simple principles: patience, hard work, and value investing. He teaches us that to be successful, we don't need to get rich quickly or follow the crowd. Instead, we need to think for ourselves, invest in businesses we understand, and be patient. Warren also shows us that true wealth is not about the money we make, but about how we use it to help others. Warren's story is a reminder that anyone can achieve greatness if they stay true to their values, work hard, and never stop learning. His journey from a young boy with a love for numbers to one of the richest men in the world is a story that will continue to inspire people for generations to come.